Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today we will be taking out the Aoba for the last and final time. And the Aoba is quite a bit different from the Futaka. You go from having every turret in individual mounts, which can be beneficial. It allows your guns not to be knocked out, and you'll still have decent amount of firepower, to each gun, or two guns being in a single mount. So you have a total of 6 guns on each ship, 2 in front, 1 in the back. And it's pretty much a stepping stone to what later generations, later tiers are going to be like. The Miyoko, the Miyogi, the Ibuki, and then the Zao, the almighty Zao. But yes, it's quite a bit different from the Furitaka. It still has the 203mm shells, but let's go ahead and just get into the survivability. Hit points is 30,500 with the armor from 6 to 76mm. Artillery shells, you have 203mm. Sorry, I don't know why I said 23mm earlier. 203mm with 5.5 rounds per minute, with a max HE damage of 3,300 and max AP as 4,700 with a beautiful fire range of 14.9 kilometers. So good range on the shells. You do have secondary. You have 120mm shells. Torpedoes are pretty good. They can go just like the Furitaka after you get the upgrade. Can do 10 kilometers. But the damage is a little bit higher. It is 16,267 points of damage, and this torpedo speed is 59 knots. Now there is one downside of the Aoba versus Furitaka, is that the Furitaka, its torpedoes can go a little bit more in front, so you do have a wider arc. The Aoba, the only time you can really use these is when it's when you're running away, is when you turn your ship away. So if you ever see an Aoba turning away from you, it's not because they're running, it's because they're firing torpedoes. So do keep that in mind if you ever go up against Aoba. Not Alba, Aoba. A defense isn't the greatest in the world. It's nothing compared to the Cleveland. It has 15, 2 double barrel 25mm, 3 25mm, and then 4 versatile on 120. So these work both as AA as well as secondary defense. Maneuverability is pretty good, 35 knots. Turning radius is 710 meters with a rudder shift time of 6.5 seconds. So the great thing is that she can turn. The bad thing is her guns cannot turn with her. You will experience that with almost every Japanese cruiser. They're just, the turning speed on their guns are crap. So it's the only one downside about any of the Japanese cruisers. The concealment is 12.1 kilometers with a air surface detectability of 7 kilometers. She is fully upgraded. She has a main battery modification. Makes her guns a little bit harder to knock out. Additional accuracy on her guns, so she's really good being a sniper, as well as the risk of flooding and fire. Always nice to have, because I don't experience too often of the missing of the propulsion or the steering, so I'm not too worried. And I never got around to upgrading that because I'm trying to save my money for bigger and bigger ships. So let's go ahead and take her out. Alright everyone, welcome back. And we are on Land of Fire with a very interesting matchup. There are 2 carriers per team. We have the tier 8 Shokaku and a Ranger, with North Carolina, Amagi, Colorado, Pensacola, 2 Clevelands, Nuremberg, us, and another Aoba, and a Manhan. While they have a Lexington, a Hiryu, a Nagato, 2 New Mexico's, a Fuso, a Tago, 2 Atlantas, Cleveland, Polish Sure, I cannot say that. Farragut. So yeah, we have really nice teams. Let's see. And I don't want to jump out front. Kind of want to hang back and provide support as much as I can. Because unfortunately, we do have on our consumables fighter plane and a AA defense. I always forget what this is called. Defensive AA fire. So yes, we do have some capabilities of attacking, but the defensive AA fires is gonna work better if it's just you're trying to defend. If you're trying to defend a fellow battleship, it's not gonna work out so well because the AA defense on the Aoba is kind of bad. It really isn't the greatest in the world. Let's see wherever I want to go. Now, the really nice thing about the Aoba is that most of her firepower is going to be up front. So you can keep your ship fairly narrow while allowing you to fire 2/3 of your firepower. Where if you compare it to the Nuremberg or the Königsberg, almost 2/3 of the firepower is in the back. Let's see. We have a Togo at range. Now, I did take the ship out in the training room just to test her out because I haven't played this game in a long time. Let's see, where is he going? Let's go and switch our torpedoes back to smaller. And let's switch targets to this Atlanta, because Atlantas are fairly weak. So I did a training room just to test her out. I tested myself against a variety of different ships, and oh wow, that was kind of a bad shot. And I was going up against some Omahas, and the AP on the Aoba is really nice. It has 203mm shells. So you would think that the Aoba would easily penetrate the Omaha. Nope. I'm not kidding. I was a kilometer away from the Omaha and could not penetrate it. And I was aiming where the Citadel is. There we go. Got some decent damage. And this is the thing about Atlantas. They have a crap ton of guns. Like, a crap ton. But they're very easily damaged. Aw, he got first blood. And so yes, Atlanta's very, like, they can just hose firepower on you. But their guns are extremely weak. And it looks like they're trying to snipe our Ranger, which is not good. That is really not good because we don't want to lose our Ranger so early in the match. But yes, against an Omaha, I could not penetrate it. And so I went and tested out my Nagato against them. And at range, I could penetrate it. I one-shotted like Phoenix and the Omaha, just killed them very quickly. But when I got closer, I could not for the life of me penetrate the armor. All I was getting really low damage rolls. There you go. He's coming in range. So yes, the Aoba can be a glass cannon. If you get hit, ooh, wow, 3,000 damage. It can be Citadel. Last time I checked, it can be Citadel fairly easily. There's a Cleveland way out there. And the Atago's coming back, it looks like. And he's burning to death. I can't go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got a phone call, but I really can't stop while doing this. Which I guess is the only bad thing about this game. Let's see, a Farragut way out on our range. Can we take a pot shot? Wow, that carrier really wanted to try to hit that Farragut. And can our shots hit? Oh, just shy. Ah, see, you can see that the guns just turn miserably slow. And it looks like that poor Pensacola's getting really focused down on. Let's go ahead, use our defensive fire to help out against these dive bombers. But you can see our defensive firepower is not the greatest. We got 1 kill. And we're not in range for anything. This is kind of sad. Ooh, there goes our Pensacola. Getting some good plane hits. And it looks like we have a Fuso just coming in range. I'm trying not to become a target. Looks like this Cleveland might focus on us. Or not. Looks like his guns are facing somewhere else. And all missed because he turned. Ooh, look at that grouping. Ooh, that New Mexico really wants us. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm broadside. Wow. I should have been citadeled right there. I don't know if... Oh, fuck. He's turning. I don't know if with the recent patch that actually APing, actually citadeling really does that much, because like I was saying before when I was in the training room, I need to turn. Oh, fuck. I set another fire. I need to turn. I am being way too broadside. But, yeah. And he's missing. That's nice. That's what I want to see. Looks like he used his fire cooldown. So if we can get another fire on him, it would definitely help us. Okay, I'm going to slow up because I feel like I'm very out front. There we go. Got a fire on him. Now he's going to be burning for a while. Got a back half. Nah, no damage. So this is how you should be playing the Aoba, is just facing forward as much as you can. Because you have a good 2/3 of your firepower just right there. He's turning back in. Be nice to get some more fires on him. So let's try aim for the back half, which is extremely hard to get. And those were bad shots. Looks like one of his fires out. Ooh, just look at that grouping. That grouping is fantastic. See if we can get a good kill. We're getting good damage in, albeit. There we go, another fire. Looks like he just knocked it out too. And I feel fairly comfortable right now. Ooh, there we go. There's a fire. That's what I want to see. That Cleveland's firing at us. Okay. Let's focus on this Cleveland. And our HE shots do a lot of damage. It looks like our team is actually being smart. They're defending our base. Ooh, he's turning. Alright, we need to get up to speed. There's that Farragut. Nope. At least our team is actually working together, which is a lot better than what their team is doing. Oh, he's turning because of those torpedoes. Can he? Oh, he actually got a hit on that destroyer. Well, right now we're really pushing towards their base. I think he's just at the extent of my range. And I can't quite remember if the Cleveland or the Aoba is faster. Because the Aoba is fairly quick. It can get about 35 knots. Whew, look at those grouping. See, that Farragut would be nice to take out. Damn, they're just almost all at the extent of my range. I'm going to turn in just a little bit so I'm not that big of a juicy target. I doubt those shells are going to hit. See how well those shots go. Can I get at least a fire? If I get a fire, at least I can make him waste his cooldown. Because I think we are in decent amount range to actually hit him. Like that. That's what I want to see. Now I probably also should focus down the Fuso. Oh, come on. Here, yeah, I'm going to switch targets on the Fuso. Because he's more of a threat to us than the Cleveland. I wish I could show off my torpedoes, but I really haven't had the opportunity to do that. There we go. We got a fire on him. It looks like he just used his... oh, I always forget what it's called. Damage control party. So maybe these next shots? No? Please? There's that Lexington. Ooh, that's a nice target to hit. Alright, it looks like we're getting focused on by the dive bombers. So I'm going to go ahead and use my defensive fire. Got a torpedo hit, it looks like. Alright, here comes this Cleveland. Let's see. I don't know if can I dodge this torpedo, please? No. Damn. Alright, let's get out of here.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Okay, looks like they are regrouping. That means we need to get out of here. Knocked out our guns, set us on fire, and we're flooding. Oh, well, at least we set him on fire. Oh, damn it. Got another fire on him. And I don't think we are... Nope. Oh! See how quickly that game turned. We went from being highly aggressive to dying. Alright, I think I'm going to end this here and say goodbye to the Aoba. I know it's a little bit short, but the Aoba has had a good run for me. So if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great day. Zaijian.